Today we have a very special anti-vaping message from the Department of Health and Aged Care.
Let's be honest, vaping is not exactly the Michelin star experience your lungs ordered.
Yeah, your lungs didn't ask for a cloud of strawberry cheesecake sadness, did they?
Vapes are harmful to your health, and the nicotine in vapes is addictive. Also, strawberry cheesecake sadness sounds like an emo band from our high school. But seriously, if you are trying to quit, you might be having cravings and finding it difficult to give up. This is normal. Lots of young people have found it takes a few tries before they're completely vape-free. It's important to keep trying, and there is support out there to help you quit. Every time you decide not to pick up your vape, it's an important step closer to your goal. Today we've got you covered, because this episode is in partnership with the Department of Health and Aged Care, and we're going to be tier listing some of the top things you can do instead of vaping when those cravings hit. This is the definitive things to do instead of vaping tier list.
Alrighty, first on the tier list is learn how to juggle a soccer ball.
This is a double whammy. Firstly, right, when you stop vaping, number one, your body's going to get a chance to repair the damage done by regularly inhaling chemicals. It can harm your brain that's still developing even in your 20s. And secondly, you've also just learned an impressive new skill that can come in handy at literally any time.
Yeah, dude, that's so true. There are people on TikTok with millions of followers just because they know how to juggle. Also, you never know when Mr. Beast is just going to rock up with a challenge, you know? Last one to stop juggling wins $10 million.
Great points. Where are we going to put this on the tier list?
In my opinion, this goes to good. It's a win-win situation.
Yeah, I agree. It's got to be good.
All right, putting that in good. Next up, we have calling someone you haven't called in a while.
Yeah, this is a tricky one, I got to say, because on one hand, I hate getting phone calls unannounced, but on the other hand, it is a really nice thing to do.
True, but I think once you realize it's not an emergency, it is actually quite nice to receive that phone call.
To be honest though, it depends on who you're calling. Could be a good excuse to ring that friend from 2014 that still owes you that $20. Just say, hey, remember me? You still got my money?
Yeah, this is a polarizing one. For me, I'll put this in serviceable.
Yeah, serviceable. All right, third thing on the list today is we have download the My Quit Buddy app.
For me, this is GOAT tier. The app is actually so good if you're looking to quit. You can customize this heavily by setting goals and choosing your reasons for quitting. What's also great is you can nominate friends or family who can help you in the tough times. Dude, there's also games to distract you when those cravings hit.
That's actually unbelievable because not only that, vaping's expensive. It's going to help you view your progress and include how much money you've saved, which is absolutely awesome.
And let's do some quick maths on that, right? Let's say you spend about, I don't know, $20 a week on vaping. You could save over $1,000 a year by quitting.
Far out. You could take a serious holiday with that kind of cash.
Dude, this to me is the absolute GOAT. I love the fact that it's an app that you can use to track your progress.
Has to be GOAT tier as well for me. Next up on the list, we have planning a movie night with friends.
Yeah, now this is not ideal. To be honest, I can't remember the last time I've planned a movie night with friends.
Yeah, I think this would just make me more stressed trying to organize this event.
It's not ideal if you're trying to quit vaping.
100% straight to trash.
Last item for today, finally, is we have making a cup of tea and drinking it outdoors.
It's simple, it's soothing, it's the adult equivalent of a hug in a mug.
True. Plus, it comes in so many different flavors, right? You got chamomiles, you got your Earl Greys. None of them are named, tropical rainbow blast. They're trying to convince yourself that they're good or not packed with harmful chemicals.
Heavily weather dependent though.
Yeah, that is true, but at least that improves your mental health, unlike vaping.
Fair enough. Okay, so where are we putting this on the tier list?
I do enjoy having a cuppa, but it does take a while, whereas the others can be done instantly. So, for that reason, I'm thinking this has to be either serviceable or last resort.
Because of the weather dependency, I'm going to have to put in last resort, in my opinion.
Yeah, it has to be last resort. Okay, so there you have it. The definitive tier list on things you can do instead of vaping. Send in your ideas of what you would add to the list and encourage your mates to quit. And remember, while the long-term effects of vaping aren't known just yet, what we do know right now isn't great either. Vaping can lead to things like lung inflammation, chest pain, coughing, and breathing issues. It can also result in permanent lung damage and nicotine poisoning. So remember, not vaping is always a smart decision.